It's the all-new Sports Visions with Dale Williams and DJ Jones, your 1980 national champions. 1980 and 81 SEC champions, two damn good dogs.
And welcome to the all-new Sports Visions. I'm DJ Jones alongside my good friend Dale Williams. How are you, sir?
What's up, player?
Hey, man, I tell you what now, it's been about a week and a half or so, maybe a little bit more, no football, but I'm okay. I'm all right.
Oh, yeah, man, we're going to be all right, but we still got some football to talk about.
We do have a lot to talk about, not particularly today, but of course coming up. But, you know, coming up in the show, we're going to have an opportunity to sit down with Jordan Hill. I say Jordan Hill with the Ledger Inquirer. He's the sports writer here. He's the guy in the know with everything. You know, we've had some coaching hires, high school football coaching hires, and we just kind of chop it up a little bit. I get an opportunity to ask him some questions that's pertinent to the hirings. And then you have an opportunity to talk state playoffs that are coming up right now. They just got through with the region championships, and you got the brackets already. So you find out who's who.
And he gives us a great opportunity to talk about the climate of high school football and local sports. Good thing.
Absolutely. All that. And the NBA All-Star Game coming up next on Sports Visions.
Every remaining 2017 commercial vehicle must go now. At Headquarter Nissan, over 30 vehicles to choose from, all with a lifetime warranty, all priced to sell. Now drive a new cargo van. Closeout price just $26,990. Or a new compact cargo van, just $18,985. Plus, get a lifetime warranty, identity protection, and much more, all at no extra cost.
You feel like you bought from the factory. Headquarter Nissan.
Hello, everybody. I'm DJ Jones. You might know me from my athletic career at Carver High School, University of Georgia, or my sports broadcasting career. I know a lot of people, but when it comes to an attorney I trust, I call Forrest B. Johnson.
I'm Forrest Johnson of Forrest B. Johnson & Associates. And I want to let you know how proud we are to be a part of your community, a part of the Columbus community and the Phoenix, Alabama community. Consider us first. When you or any member of your family has been involved in an automobile accident, remember, car wreck, get a check.
Call now, 706-223-5380. Call now.
Give your gathering something to gather around. Try catering at Chick-fil-A.
And welcome back to Sports Visions. Joining us, he's obviously no stranger to the show. I'm a good friend of Sports Visions, Jordan on this side of here. Hey. Jordan Hill, welcome back. How you doing?
Doing good, DJ. Glad to be back.
Wonderful. Jordan, obviously, I wanted to bring you back, and of course, to keep us in tune to what's going on in the community. I know that George Washington Carver has hired a new coach, and I know that the alumni out there is really concerned. So, who is this guy?
Yeah, so they got Corey Joyner, who's coming in from Darty, and you know, he's an experienced guy. He spent about 7 seasons over there as a head coach. Record might not be what you like, but you know, he had him in the playoffs last few years. A Charles Flowers disciple. I think a lot of people around here are going to like that. You know, I think it's going to be a hire that's going to be something really to watch. You know, this guy has experience running a program. I think that's going to help him, and you know, a lot of talent still there at Carver. I think that he's stepping into a good situation. It'll be fun to watch and see how he kind of fits in with that program.
I think it's going to be key that he obviously realizes his resources, and I know Coach Chris Lindsay, the principal up there, is going to make sure that he gets acclimated to the community, because obviously the alumni is very supportive. And again, the past two coaches, I think, in my opinion, I don't think they had the support totally, because again, you got to, you know, today you have to be more than a coach. You have to go out and meet and shake hands.
And I think that it'll be really, it's a good situation to step into, because right now this region, and especially the teams in Muskogee County, right now it's all up for grabs. I mean, there were changes, you know, at Northside. You saw Shaw is still going through a rebuild. So you're stepping in over there. There's still talent there. You see, even with like the basketball teams, just how athletic they are. Some of the guys that still play football too, they've got talent. So I think that, you know, even though they went, you know, 3-8 this past year, I don't see any reason why they can't come back and have a really strong season in 2018.
So Carver has Coach Joyner, and of course at Northside we know that they had a replacement several months ago or several weeks ago.
Yeah. Dave Nurnberg just stepped in. Some people might remember him. He was actually the head coach at Jordan about 6 or 7 years ago. He played at Columbus High School, so he knows the area. He's coming in. He was offensive coordinator up in Kentucky at a team that, man, was averaging like 33 points a game. So That's pretty good for the offense, and I think that's something that's going to help Northside. Northside's got some really good players coming back, like Fred Davis at tailback. They lose a lot on defense, but I feel like he's stepping into a really good situation there. I think he's learned from that time he was the Jordan head coach, which they had some high points, but it seems like with the Red Jackets, it's a really tough thing to kind of climb the hill over there. But I really like that hire at Northside. I had a chance to sit down and talk with him, and I think Northside's got a really good shot to build off of what was a really good end to Morgan Ingram's tenure as a head coach, and I can see them doing a lot of really good things in the coming years.
I know that the Kendrick Cherokees and the Jordan Red Jackets have some boots to fill as well.
Yeah, we're still kind of keeping an eye on that. I think Kendrick's getting pretty close to making a hire. I'm not sure who that'll be, and Jordan as well. I think that they've kind of got their eye on a few coaches that could come into play there. I look at Jordan, and if they can keep Emmanuel Mann, who's a quarterback, as long as he stays there, they got a really good shot in 2A. They won a few games last year under Justin Newman. I think that they're like right there getting ready to turn that corner. If they can get the right guy, maybe someone that's got head coaching experience and knows how to run a program, man, they may be set up for a pretty good 2018 with Mann throwing all over the field and running too. He's a fun and he's a special guy to watch.
Smith Station also had a new hire.
Yeah, Mike Glisson, a guy that's a really experienced defensive coach. He's been at Beauregard the last few years as defensive coordinator. Before that, he was at Auburn High for like 9 years. He's been a head coach in the area too before. About 10 years ago, he was at Hardaway, was a head coach. Also spent a little bit of time at Glenwood. I think that he's a guy that sort of like Nurnberg, that he has learned since he's been a head coach. He's been with some really good head coaches in the time since he was at Hardaway. I think he understands what it takes to win. Smith Station, and he said it when he was hired, the biggest thing is keeping our talent at Smith Station. You see so many guys that have done well elsewhere. Cameron O'Neal, who signed to play with Pitt, he was at Smith Station, went to Glenwood, and some of the other guys that have left Smith Station. If he can keep the talent there, they've got a chance to gradually build that program up, and maybe one day they can challenge Central.
Well, Jordan, I appreciate all that good information, but I do want to let the folks out there know that I know they're concerned with these coaches. They might not know their names, they might not be impressed with their records, but what you got to understand, Muskogee County School District, they don't have the budgets that the other schools have around the state to bring in these coaches that have won, several state championships, or many regions, or have a legacy in their own right. But the bottom line is you got to support who's at these schools if you are an alumni. And again, just give them an opportunity, give them a chance. We don't know what they can do, but one thing about it is that it'll all come out in the rinse, as they say, if it doesn't come out in the wash.
I think that that you hit the point right there, DJ, is that giving them time, and I think some of these hires can really show up and really turn out well.
All right, we'll be right back after these messages.
Come on out to the Office Sports Bar and Grill. Whether meeting up with friends, colleagues, or family, you will feel right at home. We have live music from local artists, happy hour from 4 to 6 daily, and outstanding daily specials. The Office Sports Bar and Grill is not your typical sports bar. Come, eat and drink like a boss.
Hey, Steve, check out this guy's leg.
Yeah, looks like a real nasty moving back in with his parents.
What? No, I just broke my leg.
No, this is a full-blown move into the basement. You're gonna be out of work. Without that money from Aflac, you might miss your rent.
Oh, I just moved out.
Bummer, man. Hey, I used to have my own place.
Yeah?
Nah, I live with my mom. But it's cool.
Health can change, but the life you love doesn't have to.
Why is Headquarter Nissan #1? Well, that's simple. Our value plan. Here, let me explain. With our exclusive value plan, you get a ton of extra value with your purchase at no extra cost. You get a lifetime warranty, plus identity protection, plus theft protection, plus key and remote replacement protection, plus paintless dent repair. We are the #1 dealer offering the #1 value.
You feel like you bought from the factory. Headquarter Nissan.
Hello, everybody. I'm DJ Jones. You might know me from my athletic career at Carver High School, University of Georgia, or my sports broadcasting career. I know a lot of people, but when it comes to an attorney I trust, I call Forrest B. Johnson.
I'm Forrest Johnson of Forrest B. Johnson and Associates. And I want to let you know how proud we are to be a part of your community, a part of the Columbus community and the Phoenix, Alabama community. Consider us first When you or any member of your family has been involved in an automobile accident, remember, car wreck, get a check.
Call now, 706-223-5380.
Call now. And welcome back to Sports Vision. And Jordan, I couldn't let you get out of here, man. I got some questions to ask. At the end of February in high school and in the local area, it becomes basketball time. We got the Georgia High School basketball tournaments getting ready to line up. We got a lot of teams around here, and it's got so many, Jordan. I had to write them down.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I do this, every day, and I have trouble keeping up with it.
That's right. But Ford, let's start with the girls. You got Spencer going to be playing Douglas this weekend. You got Carver against West Lauren, Shaw against Spalding, and Harris County against South Effingham. Tell me what's most intriguing about these matchups right here, and who do you think can do a great job as far as the girls are concerned?
I think with Spencer, they're probably going to have their handful up there at Douglas, but I think a lot of credit should go to the job that they've done this year with a new head coach. I don't think they even won a game last year. So first year to make a move like that with Pamela Smith, the new head coach, I'm really impressed with that. Don't know if they can make it to that next round, but I think that still kudos to them. As far as Shaw goes, they're also on the road. They lost a lot of talent last year, but again, in a really tough region there with Carver, a Carver team that's just rolling over everybody. To have made it in, I think that's a really a special thing for them to have done. Really, the two of the local girls teams, Carver and Harris County, I think both of these teams have a really good chance to wind up going to a state championship game. Carver in 4A, Harris County in 5A. Right. I think Carver and Harris County shouldn't have very much trouble in this first round. I think that they've just got so much more talent. A team like Carver with Olivia Cochran down low, and then you got Harris County with Jessica Carter, who's going to Mississippi State.
Right.
That kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So, I think that those will be the two teams. I would be surprised to see Spencer and Shaw be able to move on, but still a credit to get this far. So many teams are trying to get these playoff positions. A lot to be said for just getting this far.
So we got to watch Carver, and we got to watch Harris County.
Absolutely, and I think we won't just see them this weekend. They're going to make a run.
Wow. Okay, now let's switch gears and go to the boys. Okay, we got Harris County against Wayne County, Northside against Upson Lee, Carver at Mary Pearson. That's in 4A. 3A, Kendrick against Cedar Grove. 2A, we got Spencer against Hateville, and we got Jordan against Kip. Now, who's got the best chance to come out of all those boys' teams?
I feel like it's probably going to be Carver in 4A and Spencer in 2A, but I will give two teams that are really athletic and really fun to watch, and that's Northside. They gave a lot of trouble to Carver the first time they played this year. They'll have to go on the road against Upson Lee. And Jordan. I watched Jordan this past week go up and play Spencer in the region championship game, and they got so close. They just missed free throws at the end that could have had them the region title. If that team they play is caught napping, I mean, Jordan's athletic. They can go down and make some big plays. But to me, it's really Carver and it's going to be Spencer in 2A. Both of those teams so athletic, and they benefit from the fact that not only are they so good, but that they don't rely on just one player. If somebody really focuses on stopping in one guy, it doesn't really matter. They can move the ball around. They in transition basketball really effectively. That they can move the tempo and kind of set the tempo, and that's what throws a lot of teams off. Is if you can get a team that really forces your hand and you're not ready for it, it can cause issues. That's why I kind of look at Carver and I kind of look at Spencer as the two teams to really have a chance to make a real run.
As we talk about all these basketball teams, girls and boys, it seems that the state of basketball in the Bi-City and the Chattahoochee Valley is good. Not to exclude Central and Auburn, and they're playing in their brackets also, and they're probably going to play again. Talk a little bit about the Central and Auburn matchup and them probably going to play again for the state championship.
Yeah, I mean, that's been a fun matchup to watch. I mean, they played in their area tournament. I saw them during the regular season play, and it came down. I think that game actually went to overtime. So, I mean, it kind of speaks for itself. It's almost like Central and McGill-Tulane in football. You just know it's going to happen. Right. And that's a really, positive sign for both programs. They're so good. They're in, the same area, but I mean, they're among the best in 7A in the entire state. They're both so athletic, and Central there with Justin Ross, who's still playing basketball and making some big plays. And Central's got a number of guys that are really fun to watch. I think both of those teams have are pretty much set up to be on a collision course, and you know, either team that comes out on top of that one, I could totally see making a run, you know, maybe even in the state title game.
All right, there you have it, Jordan Hill from the Columbus Ledger-Enquirer, the sports guy. We'll be right back. This is Sports Visions.
Well, this is James at Headquarters Nissan, back again on this day, trying to get everybody out here. Who knows how the weather going to be? It's been raining a lot here in Columbus, but the deals are hot. We're selling cars like candy bars. I know you've heard that before, but we're doing business. You got to come to Headquarters Nissan. Remember, first responders, active duty military, retired military, lifetime oil change. On our pre-owned vehicles, got a lifetime warranty. You got to get off the couch. You got to come to Headquarters Nissan. We got so much going on, and I'm going to keep on telling you over and over and over. Mr. Smith, Mr. Jones, Mr. Wilson, Miss Smith, Miss Jones, Miss Tyson, everybody out there, it's no excuse not to come to Headquarters Nissan, regardless of what you've been or where you've been or what any other dealer do it. I look forward to seeing you at Headquarters Nissan.
Come on out to the Office Sports Bar and Grill. Whether meeting up with friends, colleagues, or family, you will feel right at home. We have live music from local artists, happy hour from 4 to 6 daily, and outstanding daily specials. The Office Sports Bar and Grill is not your typical sports bar. Come eat and drink like a boss.
Give your gathering something to gather around. Try catering at Chick-fil-A.
And welcome back to Sports Visions. I tell you, Dale, the NBA All-Star Game is, you know, it's up and it's out in L.A., so obviously it's going to have all the trimmings, and, you know, they're not going to spare anything because, you know what, La La Land and Hollywood, all of that stuff, that's what the NBA All-Star is all about.
It's all, I mean, that's what it really is, DJ, and it's going to definitely be star-studded. It always is star-studded. The NBA weekend is still one of the biggest and most iconic sports weekends in sports.
Absolutely. You know what? We got some good players. I know they had a different system this year. They had a couple of captains that actually chose players to play. I know LeBron James was captain of the East, and Stephon Curry was the captain of the West, and they just kind of, you know what was interesting about that, and they really could have built up a lot more hype and probably got some more money, TV money, if they would have actually showed the draft live. But I think it was too many egos tied up for them to do that live the first go around.
Well, you know, I like the system. You know, it goes back old school playground. You know, you're at the game. You know, it's your down, and you can pick who you want on your team. I like the concept.
When you talk about the NBA All-Star Game, you're talking about the best players in the world. If they got 15 on each side, you got 30 of the best players in the world. They have been recognized as NBA All-Star, knowing that the NBA is the elite league. And when you make the team, obviously, again, I know a couple of guys made it because of injuries, but you know, any of those guys, they could be considered the top 30, 40 players in the world.
Oh, yeah, I mean, really, the list, I don't think anybody talked about getting slighted as much as in the past, so that was a good thing. But at the same time, when you got LeBron James and you got Steph Curry choosing each team, it's really an honor, a double honor to be an all-star, to be picked by these guys, because, you know, they don't want nobody, just know anybody playing with them, DJ.
Absolutely. You know, and the game is not necessarily the highlight in my mind of the week, because obviously with the slam dunk contest, the three-point contest, and then they have a skills competition, and then they have a celebrity game, and man, I tell you what, every celebrity, every A-lister is probably going to have a party somewhere in L.A. over the weekend.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad spot to just show up at, DJ. I mean, really, the NBA does a great job, and they do a great job selling the NBA basketball and the All-Star weekend. It's going to be a lot of things going on, but, you know, one of the things that I'm looking forward to, again, is seeing, it's certain players that I just like, and you don't get to see them as much, DJ, from Anthony Davis to your boy Giannis Antetokounmpo. you know those guys. You know, I really like them. Then I think both of those guys are on LeBron's team.
Man, I tell you, that would be a loaded team, in fact. But, you know, again, you're talking about L.A., you're talking about Magic Johnson. You know, his guy now, he's back with the NBA, working with, of course, running the Lakers pretty much. And I'm looking forward to it. I know there'll be a different spin because, you know, the NBA All-Star Game is always special no matter where it is. But I'm looking for a little extra sparkle because it is in L.A.
Well, you know, man, really, you know, with the trade deadline just coming in, I think really the Cavaliers are sparkling a little bit right now, and the Lakers are too. But DJ, it's just something telling me, man, that LeBron James trying to work his way to the Lakers. What do you think about that, man?
Well, you know what? I hear that, but again, to me, it doesn't make sense unless LeBron has some kids that he can win with, because it's all about championships now. I think this move that they most recently made, bringing in some fresh young talent to the Cavaliers, I think that rejuvenated, as we saw what they did to the Celtics, beat them by 21, 22 points last week. But you know what? I really don't. I'm not digging all of this jumping around for LeBron. He's at home. He went to LA. He went to Miami. Came back home. I think that he should retire there. And again, I know that they can do whatever they want. I know there's talk of him going to Houston. There's talk of him going to LA. But I really, truly believe in my heart that LeBron James is going to stay right where he is.
Do you think Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors they're losing a little bit of their power? Or you just think they're just getting better and better?
I think they're getting better, but obviously, you know, the longer that they're around, obviously it becomes novice, because, you know, it was the shiny new thing, you know, for a while. But, you know, getting Durant over there and all that good stuff. But guess what, though? Houston has opened up a new can of worms in the West, because, again, CP3 is down there. And, again, you know, with the beard, the man with the beard, he's there. And, you know, again, it's going to be interesting. San Antonio, you can't count them out, even though their top guy is hurt. But more than importantly, I just think that, you know, the rest of the season, again, everybody always talks about Cleveland and what they're not doing in the first half. Haven't you understood for the past 3-4 years that he's been back? They've always been playing lame duck in the first half. And then all of a sudden, LeBron comes out of the box. He turns into that doggone, put that Superman cape on, and he puts the team on his back. And they excel right through the playoffs.
All right, one more question. You know, since we already to switch roles here.
Yeah.
But, hey, who your mid-season MVP?
You know, I like a lot of guys that are doing an awesome job. You know, from Kyrie going up to the Boston Celtics, LeBron is playing the best basketball he's played in his career. I would have to say, LeBron at this point.
Oh, I agree with you, DJ. I just think, you know, really he continues to get better and better regardless of the situation with the team, regardless of the player personnel that's on his team. He continues to play hard every night. But I can't leave out Russell Westbrook.
Absolutely. Russell, his
play, he brings it.
He does. He really does. And, again, Russell, as long as he plays, you know, he plays, you know, the way that tempo, it's hard to leave him out. Tell you what we're going to do, Dale. We got to go to a short break, but we will be right back after these messages.
Hey, Steve, check out this guy's leg.
Yeah, looks like a real nasty moving back in with his parents.
What? No, I just broke my leg.
No, this is a full-blown move into the basement. You're going to be out of work. Without that money from Aflac, you might miss your rent.
Oh, I just moved out.
Bummer, man. Hey, I used to have my own place.
Yeah?
Nah, I live with my mom. But it's cool.
Health can change, but the life you love doesn't have to.
Every remaining 2017 commercial vehicle must go now. At Headquarter Nissan, over 30 vehicles to choose from, all with a lifetime warranty, all priced to sell. Now drive a new cargo van. Closeout price just $26,990. Or a new compact cargo van, just $18,985. Plus, get a lifetime warranty, identity protection, and much more, all at no extra cost.
You feel like you bought from the factory. Headquarter Nissan.
Give your gathering something to gather around. Try catering at Chick-fil-A.
And welcome back to the final segment of Sports Visions. We're at the office. This is our studio, folks. I'm telling you, we are on North Lake Parkway in North Columbus, just off Veterans. And, you know, we come up here, we eat, we have an opportunity to do our show, and we do some business. And, again, you know, it doesn't matter what time of day, whether it's lunch, dinner, or even on the weekends. You know, this is a special place to be.
This is a great place to be, DJ. And now they've added a brunch, which is, I mean, all over the website, you know, about the brunch here. And also, when you come in here, you got to ask for that Remy Martin's Louis the 13th. That's pretty good, DJ. That'll put you to sleep right there, player.
Yeah, I think that obviously you don't want to do that at lunchtime, but you come in after hours, happy hour, man, that'd be a great. But you can get this food anytime. Look, this deal I love. This is one of my favorite. The club sandwich there. And what do you have over there?
We got some egg rolls over here, some of the best in the whole city right now. But don't forget to ask about that Remy Martin Louis the 13th.
All right, Dale, I tell you, we've had the opportunity to have a great show. We want special thanks. We keep wanting to call him Jordan Hill.
That's
Again,
right.
It depends on what side of town you're from. And I think I was on the Jordan side.
Yeah, you were. We both was on the Jordan side, but he likes to be called Jordan Hill.
Yeah, exactly,
and
exactly.
Good guy, good addition to the show, man.
Very well, very much so. And again, he's a young writer, University of Georgia graduate.
That's right.
And he's just doing some great things here in the Chattahoochee Valley. I wish he had a staff that he could go out and get some other things, but it's amazing what he's able to do by himself and covering all the sports in
Does a great job.
all over the Chattahoochee Valley. Also, when you talk about what's been going on this week, the All-Star game was obviously going to be phenomenal. We know that's the biggest thing going, but I think the other thing we need to talk about before we get out of here is our Female Athlete of the Year
That's
awards.
right. That's right, man. That's going to be big again, April 19th, 11:30 a.m. at the St. Luke Ministry Center. We'll be honoring over 50 girls, I heard my daughter there. Young ladies,
yes.
We'll be honoring them at this great event. I mean, this is our third year, DJ. We continue to get better, and people are a little bit more excited. Our sponsors are ready to sign up and sign on.
Absolutely. So you're going to be getting some information. If you hadn't gotten any already, it's coming. Believe me, it is. Or if you want to call us before we get to you, feel free to. My number is 706-681-1136, and Dale's number is 706-681-5192. Well, that's going to do it for all the time we have for today's show. For Dale Williams, I'm DJ Jones, reminding you to keep your eye on the ball. Have a great week.
Be sure to check out our Facebook page, Sports Visions TV Show, or our website, www.sportsvisionsusa.com.
Why is Headquarter Nissan number one? Well, that's simple. Our value plan. Here, let me explain. With our exclusive value plan, you get a ton of extra value with your purchase at no extra cost. You get a lifetime warranty, plus identity protection, plus theft protection, plus key and remote replacement protection, plus paintless dent repair. We are the number one dealer offering the number one value.
You feel like you bought from the factory. Headquarter Nissan.
Hello, everybody. I'm DJ Jones. You might know me from my athletic career at Carver High School, University of Georgia, or my sports broadcasting career. I know a lot of people. But when it comes to an attorney I trust, I call Forrest B. Johnson.
I'm Forrest Johnson of Forrest B. Johnson and Associates. And I want to let you know how proud we are to be a part of your community, a part of the Columbus community and the Phoenix, Alabama community. Consider us first. When you or any member of your family has been involved in an automobile accident, remember, car wreck, get a check.
Call now, 706-223-5380. Call now.
Give your gathering something to gather around. Try catering at Chick-fil-A.
Hey, Steve, check out this guy's leg.
Yeah, looks like a real nasty moving back in with his parents.
What? No, I just broke my leg.
No, this is a full-blown move into the basement. You're gonna be out of work. Without that money from Aflac, you might miss your rent.
Oh, I just moved out.
Bummer, man. Hey, I used to have my own place.
Yeah?
Nah, I live with my mom. But it's cool.
Health can change, but the life you love doesn't have to. Keep your lifestyle healthy with Aflac.